Yes. Yeah. Morning all. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold 20 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 8 plus years of experience in Python and the Django environment. So my experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django based applications, well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib. Yes. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes. Yeah, fine. Thank you. So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following topics. Why Python? Already we have got many other programming languages. Why again Python required? And the two Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced. It was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python has got great boom? Reasons which makes it suddenly super popular, right? And who can learn Python? There are no prerequisites for learning Python. Anybody can update with Python. The Python syntaxes look like normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programming languages. And how Python was built? Python was built or derived by taking the features from many other programming languages. It has taken some features from one programming. It has taken advantages of one different programming languages, right? It was built. And what kind of applications we can develop today by using Python? Python real-time applications, right? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Python usage. Who are using Python today? The topmost applications built by using Python. Yes. And features of Python as compared with other programming languages. Python comparison with other programming language, code-wise, length-wise, complexity-wise, you can check how simple the Python statements. And reasons why Python is suddenly super popular, right? And Python scope and job market. What is the current job market of Python? What is the scope of Python in the coming years? This is what I'm going to discuss in today's and tomorrow's session, right? Yeah, 1 second. Starting with why Python. I define Python in 5 lines. It's a general purpose programming language, but it is a Python is a general purpose programming language. So before Python, there were some programming languages. If you heard about these programming languages like Pascal, there were some programming languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL. These programming languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, these are purpose-based languages. They they cannot be used for all the purposes. So it's per particular purpose like Pascal for complicated mathematical applications, Fortran for scientific applications, COBOL for business applications. These are used for a specific purpose. These are called purpose-based languages, but a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, such a programming language, we call it as general purpose programming. Any kind of applications can be generated, right? Like web applications, animation applications, automation applications, gaming applications, networking applications, embedded applications, desktop applications. In this way, wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using this. General purpose programming. Python is a general purpose. Multi-programming features. We have got multi-programming features. So what all the features we see in different other programming languages, all the features we are going to see here in Python. Because of this multi-programming features, we call Python as a hybrid language. It's a high-level language. Python is a high-level language. There are two types of languages, but there are two types of languages. There are two types of languages. Low-level languages and high-level languages. There are two types of languages, low-level languages and high-level languages. Low-level languages and high-level languages. Low-level languages like assembly level language, right? Low-level languages like assembly level language or machine level language, right? Yes. We have got assembly level language or machine level languages. Means these languages, firstly, they are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. The code, whatever is written, won't be understandable, right? And second thing, they cannot be carried, not portable. And thirdly, they cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. Machine dependent. What is it? Machine dependent. High level languages, right? High level languages. Python is a high level language. It's human understandable, it's portable, and machine independent. It's human understandable, it's portable, and machine independent. Portable and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Right? Yes. And it is an interpreted language. Python is an interpreted language. Just observe there are two types here based on this interpretation. We have got compilation languages and interpretation languages, right? We have got compilation and interpretation. Compilation language, right? You've got some lines of code. You've got some lines of code, right? This lines of code, it executes entire code at once. It executes the entire code at once. Entire code executes at once, right? And displays if you got any errors in this, right? But interpretation means it won't execute all the lines at once. Statement by statement, line by line execution, right? Which makes debugging easy. In Python, line by line execution, but in other programming languages, it executes the entire code at once. And it is a user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language which provides simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements, right? So Python is a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications we can develop. It has got multi-programming features. It's a high-level language, easily understandable, portable, and machine independent. It can run on all the hardwares and all the operating systems. Interpreted line by line execution, which makes debugging easy. User friendly programming or programmer friendly programming, which provides simple syntaxes, right? Yes. Now, what are the programming features Python has got, right? As compared with other programming, Python has got, right? Yes. Procedural oriented, procedural oriented programming features. Has got a procedural oriented programming features. Example like C language. It has got like object oriented programming features. Object oriented programming. Object oriented programming features. Example like C++ or Java. C++, Java. It has got scripting. It has got scripting features. Like example, shell scripter. It has got modular programming features. Has got modular programming features like modular 3. Yes. Procedural-oriented programming features like C language, object-oriented programming features like C++, Java. It has got like scripting features like shell script. It has got modular programming features like modular 3. So if we compare two major programming languages, in the current industry, right, used for enterprise applications creations, Python and Java. Python and Java are the two major programming languages used today for enterprise applications creations. But Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming features. Without object-oriented programming, you cannot write a Java program or an application. That is without class and object, right? You cannot write a Java program or an application, right? But in Python, without object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, with modular programming, we can write different varieties of applications. And today, if you see, Python is the #1 ranked programming language with diversified number of applications creation. Yes, at the end of the session, I'll be just showing you some graphs. The mostly used programming language, most popular programming language, the #1 ranked programming language. Yes, just I'll open Google and show you that, right? Yes. So these are, as part of our course, I'll be discussing like procedural oriented with Python, object oriented with Python, scripting and modular programming with Python. So there is no prerequisites. Once again, I repeat. So for learning Python, don't feel that you need to have the knowledge on C or C++, Java. No, without any programming knowledge, can update with Python. So everything will be discussed from the scratch to ground level to the advanced level. Right? Yes. And if you see scripting, Python also has got scripting features. Means we can write many automation scripts using Python, right? In IoT or robotics or in DevOps environment, right? Python is one of the best scripting language with diversified number of applications creations. And for modular programming, right? Even for modular programming, we have got modular 3. For modular programming, we have got modular 3. So thousands of modules Python is providing. Because of this modular programming, Python has got a great boom today because of these thousands of modules it is providing, right, for different environments or domains. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing, right, for various environments or domains. Okay. So if I discuss more on these modules, right? Yes. So Python has got separate models. It is providing separate models for every environment. For example, for data science, it is providing separate modules, right? Python is providing separate modules for this data science. Nearly 10 to 15 modules it is providing like NumPy, CP, Pandas, Matplotlib, CP, Scikit-learn, right? Similarly, for for big data environment also, right? It is providing like models like PySpark. So even for every environment like networking, for testing, for networking environment, separate framework itself it is providing like Twisted Python. And for testing or test cases, separate models Python is providing. And also for operating system, right, kinds of activities, for OS activities, just by writing Python code, right, we can perform those. The name of the model itself is OS, operating system. And for each and every database, Python is providing a module. Python wants to connect with Oracle database. So it has got a separate module, right? CX underscore Oracle. So it's very simple connecting with any database, right? Not like other programming language, lot of knowledge required, right? Just 1 or 2 minutes discussion is enough, right? Python can easily connect with database. Even PyMySQL, right? It's a module for MySQL, right? Yes. With that, you can easily connect with the database. Any database, it is providing a module. Even for SQL Server, right? For SQL Server, right? Yes. We have got PyODBC. Python is providing PyODBC. It is a module using which Python can connect with this. And not only even for any files, right? Working with Excel files. If you want to create Excel workbook just by writing Python code, I can create Excel workbook. By writing Python code, I can create sheets within the Excel workbook. I can write data to Excel. I can read data from Excel by writing Python code and create it wherever location, right? Not only Excel files, CSV files, comma separate values files, PDF files. By writing Python code, we can generate PDF files, XML files, JSON files, XML files, JSON files, all this, any types of file formats, right? And even for mathematical operations, right? Separate module as Python. Python is providing separate module like math module, and even for statistical operations, for every environment, even for generating graphs, any type of graph we can generate by using Python by writing just very less code, right? Normal graph, bar graphs, histogram, scatter plot, stack plot, pie graph, any type of graphs can be generated, right? So these are some of those examples, right? So in this way, thousands of modules Python is providing, 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing, right? Yes. Yes. Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python, right? So today Python mostly used in creation of web applications. Lot of web applications are getting generated by using Python. You may ask, from the last 20, 25 years, Java, .NET, all those are used for creation of web application. Why again Python required? So here, so Python has got a framework. Python has got a framework like Django framework. At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application. At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application. At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application. Means Django has got many flexible features, right? It has got its own database. It has got its own local database like SQLite 3. You can connect with this, or you can even connect with any other database, right? It has got its own application server. It is providing many flexible features. Yes. And apart from this, Python is mostly used today in automation applications. Automation applications. A lot of automation applications are getting developed today by using Python, like technologies like data science, technologies like yes, technologies like data science, technologies like IoT, DevOps, right? All this they use, right? IoT, right? Internet of Things. Internet of Things, right, is a physical network or device embedded with software, sensors, electronics, right? So using this, right, you can it is used for collecting data, exchanging data, and controlling the things from the place where we are, right? In a simple way, electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other, right? Here, most of 90% of the coding in Python. Even for data science environment, right? Everything deals with the data. Data has got experience using data or data science. We perform data analysis, data predictions, data classification, data clustering, recommendations, right? It's a blend of technique. The main technique what we see in data science is ML, machine learning, right? Within this machine learning, we have got many ML techniques, right? Like regression, classification, clustering, recommendations, right? For all the techniques to implement, we require a language. So Python is the mostly chosen, mostly used programming for this machine learning, right? Yes. And apart from the, okay, Python is mostly used, right? In other, one more major area like big data, right? In big data environment, right? Where like we see like huge data, where very huge data is involved here. So for this, we have got technologies like Hadoop. If you have got Hadoop, Spark, right? Especially Spark is a very high-speed processing technology, very high-speed processing technology, right? Implemented by using Python. We got like PySpark. Spark with Python, we got like PySpark, right? Spark with Python, PySpark. Okay. Fine. Apart from this, right, Python is also used scientific applications. Scientific applications, right? We have got a separate module like CP, scientific Python, even for numerical analysis. Numerical analysis, right? Yes. NumPy, NumPy, right? Numerical Python. Even it's used for graphical user interface or for animation applications, right? We have got separate models like TK-Inter, PyQt are the examples of some. And apart from this, Python is also used in game development. A lot of games are getting developed today by using Python. A lot of games like single user, multi-user online games. So especially for game development, Python is providing separate frameworks like Pygame, PyChara are some examples, some frameworks given by Python for developing games in Python. For 3D games or 3D rendering libraries, we got PySoy. And even for scheduling tasks, right? Python has got Airflow. Yes. For scheduling tasks, Python has got Airflow. And for testing or for test cases. And for software development, right? Even like software developers make use of Python as a support language. And for business application, Python is one of the best choice in developing e-commerce website. And one of the hottest application of Python, like database applications, right? And so Python can connect with any database, right? And apart from this, Python is used for networking applications. For networking applications, right? Separate framework Python is provided, right? Twisted Python. Apart from this, for web scraping. For web scraping, right? Scraping data from different websites. Scraping data from different website. Okay, extracting data on. Okay. Apart from this, right? Apart from this web scraping, right? Python is also used for not only for computer application, even for electronics or civil environment like CAD or 3D CAD applications, right? And also for embedded applications, right? The most famous embedded application like Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. Apart from this, Python can also be used for audio and video applications. Some applications which already got developed by using Python, like Team Player, C Player, some examples, right? Yes. And apart from this, Python is used for computer vision, for face detection, color detection, object detection, right? Even for data analysis. Even for data analysis, right? For data analysis. And for desktop applications creations. Right? Yes. Single user console applications, right? Yes. Yeah. So these are some of the examples, right? In this way, many applications we have got, but mostly used in web applications. Mostly used in web applications, automation applications, in scientific applications, numerical analysis, for game development, for scheduling tasks, for web scraping. Yes. Fine. And apart from this, right, who are using Python today? Which companies are using Python today? Right. Topmost applications built by using topmost applications built using Python, right? Yes. Google using Python for its web search system. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Yahoo using Python. Yahoo using Python, right? Yes. Instagram is built by using Python. The prime reason for Instagram to choose for Python is Python hybrid features. NASA is using Python for its research and development activities. Some other applications like Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox. The most popular OTT platform like Netflix using Python for its security, automation, and subscription related things, right? Yes. And Uber is using Python. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. iRobot for military and for commercial operations, right? Yes. BitTorrent using Python. And companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this, they are using Python for hardware testing purpose, right? So these are some of the examples that companies using Python and applications built using Python, right? And reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Very less code you see in Python. Very less code as compared with other programming, right? Most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python and migrating towards Python because of its simple syntaxes. Very simple syntaxes look like normal English statements. And one more important feature Python has got, like interactive mode. It has got interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response. Interactive mode. For example, right? Yes. If I type CMD at the search, and if I go to the command prompt, just to type Python here, just to type Python here and say enter. So Python version will be displayed. Python interpreter gets opened, right? Here, any valid Python statements, 23 into 34. X value is 10, Y is 4. What is X? What is Y? What is X plus Y? What is X minus Y? X into Y, X by Y. X into 2, x to the power of 210 square, right? X equal to, hello, x into 3 prints hello for 3 times, x into 5 prints hello for 5 times, right? Quit. If you say quit, it will come out of this, right? In this way, you can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response. Interactive mode given by Python. Yes. Multi-programming features. Multi-programming, right? Yes. Multi-programming features. What all the features we see in different other programming languages, all the features we see in Python. Wide varieties of applications. Wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. And many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries. Like 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environment, right? Yes. So these are the reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. And if you just open Google, right? Just open Google, right? And say popular coding language. Popular coding language, right? Popular coding language. Just type popular coding language, right? Just observe these results, right? The most popular programming language, right? The most popular programming language. You can see Python is the most popular. Next, Java, JavaScript. Most popular programming languages. Yes. Python, JavaScript, Java. Python remains the most popular programming language. So most in-demand programming language of 2022 based on LinkedIn job postings in USA and Europe. Python, Java, JavaScript, right? Most popular programming languages used by top 25 unicorns, Python, Java, JavaScript. So Python stands first, next comes Java, JavaScript. So as part of the course, I also discussed JavaScript, right? So for this, those who go for Python full stack, so in that JavaScript also is going to be covered, right? If you can see 2021, 22, 23, 24, right? From the last 4, 5 years. So you can see most popular coding language of 2021, Python, Java, JavaScript. And if you observe this rankings also, Python is the number one rankings, Python, second Java, JavaScript, these things. So here are the 10 best programming languages to learn, right? Number of top 39 US computer science departments that that use language to teach introductory courses, Python, Java, MATLAB, these things, right? Okay. Even you can see this ranking wise, right? Ranking. Python is the number one ranked. Python, Java, C, all these are the number one ranked. And if you see the percentage of usage of different programming languages in the industry, right? You can see this big one. By a big circle, you can see Python 31% used in the industry today. And Java 19%, C++ 9%, Ruby 7%, JavaScript and these things, right? Yes. And if you just observe this, even ranking based on average salary, just observe this ranking based on average salary. Python stands first, next JavaScript and Java. Ranking by volume of job openings. Python SQL has got a lot of job openings. Even if you see this Python jobs, just check for this Python jobs. Python developer, yes. Observe this 24,217 Python job vacancies in Hyderabad. 24,217 Python job vacancies in not only Python jobs, right? People who has knowledge on this framework of Python, Django framework, right? Yes. Django jobs, 24,495 Django job vacancies. Means people who has got knowledge on Django are very less. People who has got knowledge on Django are very less. Means who has got command on this. People might be knowing Python, but Django framework, very few people knows this. The truth, very few people have got command on this. As of now, the competition is less. Means people who knows the Django are very less, but in the coming years may increase. You will get more competition on this. So, and what I'm going to discuss as part of this course, right? Yes. Starting from this Python basics. What is Python? Why Python? History, applications, features, advantages, versions, installation, flavors of Python, Python operations, modes of execution, interactive mode, batch mode, editors, IDEs, data types, variables, constants, comments, input-output statements, type conversions, escape sequences, strings, operators in Python, different types of operators, and IDEs, integrated development environment. In real time, we use this IDEs, and, working with different IDEs like just PyCharm IDE, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans, working with Anaconda, prompt or navigator use, and flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, collections in Python, Python lists, Python tuples, Python sets, Python dictionary, right? Functions in Python, right? Functional programming. So different types of arguments, default, non-default, keyword, non-keyword arguments, right? Modules in Python, modular programming, package in Python, right? Errors and exceptions in Python, types of errors, exceptions, file handling, types of files, okay, reading data from the files, writing object-oriented programming features in the class object inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, regular expressions, database connectivity, Python database connectivity, database like installing databases like MySQL and connecting to the database, working with SQL queries, right? And transaction management, Python date and time modules, OS module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, web scraping, working with CSV files, XML files, JSON files, graphical programming, GUI programming, right? And Excel workbook, creating Excel files, data analytics, introduction to data science, Python pandas module, right? Pandas, right? Pandas from a list, pandas from a series, pandas from CSV file, Excel file, pandas from JSON file, right? Python NumPy module, Python matplotlib model, right? These 30 topics in brief it is going to be discussed. But apart from that, people who wants to go for Python full stack, frameworks of Python, Django framework will be discussed in brief. Web frameworks, Django installation, project architecture, exploring different types of .py files, settings, admin, models, views, Django applications creations, Django views, Django templates, yes, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts, right? Right. And here we'll be developing nearly 15 to 20 applications are going to be developed. So here UI technologies will be given knowledge on this web development technologies like HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript in brief, right? Yes. And MySQL, right? So just observe, right? Just fine. So first thing is like Python, right? First thing like Python core and Python advanced. Python core and Python advanced, right? Yes. Both it takes nearly both of the it takes nearly 70 hours, right? It takes 70 hours, like 2 months, 2 months duration, right? And the fee structure for this is 6,000. Yes. Apart from this, right? People who wants to go for frameworks you'll be given knowledge on this. First, before going with the frameworks, you'll be given knowledge on UI technologies, that is web development, like first thing like HTML, CSS, cascading style sheet, JavaScript, and a part of Bootstrap. And apart from this, right, that Django framework. Django framework. It's a Python framework, right? Yes. Yes. Here, 15 to 20 applications you'll be developing, right? Yes. Apart from this, like one more framework like Flask framework. Flask framework, right? Yes. Apart from this, right, you'll be given knowledge on this REST API, REST APIs, MySQL database project. So for all these things, right, UI technologies, the Django framework, Flask, the Django framework, REST API. For all this tech, it takes 70 hours, right? It also takes 70 hours for this 2 months duration, right? This actually the fee structure is 7K. Okay, for all this. So total Python plus frameworks. Python plus frameworks, right? So it takes this is 6K is the fee structure, and for this 7K total is 13K. But if you are just taking the entire package with a single payment, right, it's like 12K. So I said Python takes 2 months. So here 70 hours plus 70 hours for both frameworks and this Python core and advanced, totally 140 hours, right? And here it takes 2 months. 2 months for this, 2 months for this. 4 months will be the total duration. But still, if you want, right? So if you want, when Python is discussed, you can go parallelly also, right? When Python is going, right, you can just go with this UI technologies, which doesn't require any Python knowledge, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, even Monday to Friday Python classes, and Saturday, Sundays, right? Saturday, Sundays, you'll be having 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday. In the morning sessions only, you'll be having UI technologies, Django framework. These batches will be available. If you want to go parallel, you can go parallel. Otherwise, one after the other, we can discuss, right? Hmm. Next, like, what are the offerings? You'll be getting that recorded sessions, right? Live recorded videos. Live recorded session videos, right? The videos. And secondly, like soft copy of the notes, soft copy of the class notes. Your mail ID you'll be getting. These recorded videos you'll be getting to your Google Drive. Next, assignments and tasks to work with. Yes, and a WhatsApp group will be created. WhatsApp group is going to be created for technical discussions. Or if you get any error, you can take the snap of it and you can post in the WhatsApp. Anybody can answer. I'll be answering, right? Resumes and the interview questions. Live interactive sessions means, so during the, as it's a demo session, just I was speaking most of the time, but in regular sessions, for each and every statement I type, you'll be responding, right? What will be the output for each and every statement? Okay, fine. And apart from this, right, this is a Python package, which is of total Python package. If you are just doing, right, it's 12,000, which includes all the frameworks. So actually here in the frameworks, right, we are discussing three separate courses: UI technologies, Django, LAS, and REST API. So these technologies all this right included right for 70 hours right. Next, I also deal with big data right. I also deal with big data technologies. There's one big data package also available right in the big data package. You also get Python in that. So which includes big data Hadoop, which includes PySpark, very high speed processing technology right, which has got great boom right in today's market, and then Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, and Python. These four things. And Python 4 and advanced, Python 4 and advanced. So this 2 months, whatever this Python 2 months, right? That also included in that package. Which one? Big data package, Hadoop PySpark. This Hadoop PySpark Linux, this will be only in the weekends. 12 weekends it takes, 12 weekends on Saturdays and Sunday evening. We'll be having it, right? The total it is 15,000, right? 15,000 is the, which includes Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, Python, right? Yes. And if you want the frameworks of Python also in that, you want both big data, yes, both big data package and Python package, right? It is 20,000, right? Which means you'll be getting this total big data and also this entire, this, all this Python package, right? Yes. So any queries you have got, now go ahead, can just ask your queries, right? So tomorrow also everyone can attend the session, same time at 6 o'clock using the same link to see more on this. It's not like replication or duplication of today's session. So tomorrow we'll be continuing with a different topic like comparison, coding wise, length wise, the other things, right? Yes. So same time tomorrow using same link. Yes. Any queries you have got, you can go with your queries, right? Yes. Now you can unmute yourself. You can ask through voice or you can type in the chat. That timings will be at 6 a.m. to 6 to 7 daily, right?
Sir, I have a question.
Hmm.
So I just go for the web development course. In that, can I include React.js?
No, it's a
It's a
separate,
separate module.
it's a separate course, right? It's,
Are you providing that?
yes, the DURGASOFT is providing that.
Okay, React.js duration for that course is React.js.
For all the 2 months will be there.
Parallelly, I can continue the course or not?
Yes, yes, you can.
In that, any projects are provided or on only the course part is there?
Regarding the React.js, right? Separate demo will be available, right? You can just talk with the office team, right?
Okay, and the course fees will be?
For React.js, you're talking?
Yes.
For any React.js, all this 2 months duration, right?
Okay, and the
You can
course
talk,
fee.
you can see, right, about those things. You can see in the chart, right? A big message is given by the online team. So you can check
Okay,
that the contact details of that online team. You can just,
okay,
about the fees, you can just ask them, right? Give a call to them. And here the course content for Python full stack course content and the payment details,
okay, sir.
everything is provided here, right? Course content of Python and full stack both is provided, right? Yes. Any other queries you got anyone, right?
Sir, is the class will be there for the whole week or any or Monday to Friday or Saturday?
Monday to Friday it will be. Sometimes Saturdays if I'm free, I'll be taking, right?
Okay.
Okay, you can attend the session for the next 2-3 days, right? And you can attend the sessions. You can just check how the level of training. So next 2 or 3 days, you can attend the sessions, right? Everyone, same time, same link. Okay, fine. So if you've got any queries, you can also ask in the tomorrow session, right? If I'm done with your queries, if there are no other queries, I will sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time. Fine. Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow.
Thank you all.
Bye.